yourself in presence to ghost of habit. Deliverance, host to severance, thought to pattern.
That was Awaken to Winter by A Whisper in the Noise off of their 2000 album Dry Land. I've never listened to A Whisper in the Noise before. Well, like, you've tried to listen to A Whisper in the Noise, like, let's say a concert or something, and it's impossible. You can't hear. But I mean the band, I haven't heard of them. But I thought that was pretty cool. I liked it. That's kind of like, I'd imagine a harder track to judge them off of because I think they probably have a lot more instruments in play than that. But cool track anyway. I like the piano stuff. I'm a sucker for like some bare bones piano stuff. We're listening to that today because it was produced by, or rather recorded by, Steve Albini, and we have a Shellac song from 2007 up in competition today. Hi, my name is Bean, and you're watching Battle of the Band. We're on day 54 of the Shellac tournament today, and that is match 12 in round 3. 16 matches in round 3, so we're 3/4 of the way there now. After this day, anyway. This day, which is today. If you're new here and you're wondering what a Shellac tournament is, let me explain. We took every single song that Shellac released, and we threw them into a single elimination style tournament. Now they're doing battle and head-to-head competition until one remains in the end, and that's the very best song that Shellac has released. We're going to be starting off today with The End of Radio, which was released in 2007 on Excellent Italian Greyhound. Last round, The End of Radio defeated Il Porno Star, and it got a bye through the first round, so it didn't have to battle. Its competition today also got a bye through the first round, and that is Copper, released on Terraform in 1998. It defeated Chick New Wave last round. The End of Radio is pretty long, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Here's The End of Radio.
Is this thing on? Can you hear me now? Are we going? Is this thing on? Test. Can you hear me now? As we come to the close of our broadcast day, this is my farewell transmission. Signing off, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all the ships at sea. Anyone within the sound of my voice. I've got 15 50,000 watts of power. I want to ionize the air. This microphone turns sound into electricity. Can you hear me now? Out on Route 128, you're dark and lonely. I got my radio on. Can you hear me now? 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 The end of radio. And that snare drum and that drum roll means we've got a winner. If you're the fifth caller, or any caller at all, welcome to my top 10. I'd like to thank our sponsor. But we haven't got a sponsor. Not if you were the last man on earth. She was prepared to prove it. This one goes out to a special girl. But there is no special girl. It's the end of radio. The last announcer plays the last record. The last what? Leaves the transmitter. Circles the globe in search of a listener. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Is it really broadcasting if there's no one there to receive? It's the end of radio. As we come to the close of our broadcast day, got my radio on. Can you hear me now? emergency? Hey, hey! This is a real goddamn emergency!
That's a pretty great song. It's really long, but it's not bad long. It's good long. The bass plays, I think, 2 notes through the whole song, and somehow even that sounds really great. The thing is, it's just like it holds this rhythm that puts you more into like a kind of a trance if you're really listening to it, and you enjoy the guitar embellishes when they come in, and the drums are also just kind of like thrown in there here and there. And the bulk of the 8.5 minutes is just that bass playing like 4 notes, one note 4 times, and then another note 4 times is what I think it was, and then Albini's unhinged rantings about the end of the world. It's a pretty sweet song. In stark contrast, Copper is less than 2 minutes. Here's Copper. That one's literally just a tiny fraction of the end of radio, but it really packs a punch in there. It's just a lot more of a traditional like post-punk song. Like the bass is totally like a punk rock bass riff. The drums are punk rock drums. And the vocals they sound dark, but it's just about copper and what copper's good for. It's really great. If they made it a little longer, maybe. They don't have a whole like shellac ass part of it, like End of Radio is a whole shellac ass song. I think I'm gonna have to give it to the End of Radio today for the winner. I really, really like Copper, but it doesn't quite get there, probably in part due to its short length. Especially against a song that's as girthy as the End of Radio. But really great effort, Copper. For 1 minute and 49 seconds, you really tried, and you did really well. Like this video if you like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share it with anyone you know who might be into this kind of content, and let me know down in the comments which of these 2 songs you would have chosen if it were you in the hot seat today. That's all the Shellac tournament action we've got going for the day. But please join me tomorrow when we get down to some more Shellac and Birds tournament action. Until then, I hope you all have a great night, fantastic afternoon, and a wonderful morning. Thanks for watching. Bye.